Welcome to the channel Great Woman. Today's video is on Mother Saraswati. Mother Saraswati is one of the most important goddesses of India, still worshipped on a wide scale. Originally, she was an important and sacred river in the Rigvedic age, and then she became a river goddess. The cool, transparent, and tasteful water of the rivers was frequently compared to the milk of the affectionate mother, which nourishes men as their best drink, both being signified by the same word pious. This tendency of holding the rivers as mothers, coupled with the tendency to defy them, seems to have been responsible for the origin and development of the worship of the river goddesses of India. The river Ganga is ceremoniously worshipped as a mother goddess, and in some parts of Bengal, her worship forms an essential part of the religious ceremonies that accompany the matrimonial function in an Orthodox Hindu family. A series of legends in the Puranic age has made the Ganga a full-fledged mother goddess, associated in one way or another with the Trinity Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, and it is sincerely believed by a large section of Hindus even today that one will attain eternal peace if one can pass the last few hours of one's life half immersed in the waters of the Ganga. We may note here the other Hindu custom of consigning the ashes of the cremated body to the holy water of the Ganga. The historical development of the river Saraswati took a different course. The hymns in praise of the river Saraswati in the Rig Veda and the homage paid to her often induce one to believe that Saraswati was not always regarded as a mere river. There was a latent belief in a preceding deity over the river. In one verse of the Rig Veda, Saraswati has been praised as the best among the mothers, best among the rivers, and best also among the goddesses, and as such, she had a share in the oblations offered in the sacrifices. In the next phase of her evolution, we find her identified with Vach, or speech, or word, and that became the turning point in her evolution as the goddess of learning not only in India but also in some other neighboring or eastern countries like Tibet, Java and Japan, where stone images of the goddess have been discovered. It is philosophically held that the river Saraswati represents the stream of knowledge of the Eternal One, and as such she is the Logos, the Indian synonym for which is speech, and thus could Saraswati the river be identified with Vach or speech. In the Vedic literature, the goddess Saraswati is often associated with two other goddesses, Ida and Bharati. The commentators have sometimes interpreted the goddesses as three aspects of the same goddess of speech. It is said that at one time both the Gandharvas and the gods tried to win over the Vagdevi by pleasing or propitiating her by songs and by playing on the lyre. These legends will give us the clue as to how Saraswati began to evolve as the goddess of learning and of all fine arts in later times. Saraswati is generally described as a snow-white goddess with white garments, and everything associated with her is white, in keeping with her purity. In her most widely accepted icon of the present day, she is seated on a white swan as her vehicle, Vahana. In the age of the Puranas, the tendency was, as in the case of all other mother goddesses, to have the conception of Saraswati assimilated with the conception of Shakti. As a result, Saraswati was conceived as a particular aspect of the one all-pervading power, the Great Mother. The most famous and sacred of all the mantras composed in the Gayatri meter and daily recited many times by Brahmins became personified later as the goddess Gayatri, as the wife of Brahma, and as the mother of the four Vedas, and in later days this Gayatri became identified with Saraswati, the Vagdevi. According to one interpretation, the goddess Gayatri is the luminous emanation of the infinite power of the original one in three aspects in the three parts of the day, as Gayatri in the morning, as Savitri at noon, and as Saraswati in the evening. As the goddess of learning, she is sometimes said to be the daughter of Brahma, the original creative agent emanating from his mind, Manasa Kanya. She is again described as the wife or the Shakti of Brahma, and as such she has, like Brahma, the swan as her carrier. Somewhere she is described as emanating from the mouth of Sri Krishna, somewhere as the daughter of Shiva by Durga. In the worship of Mother Durga in autumn, Lakshmi and Saraswati accompany the mother as the two daughters, or the three may represent the Shaktis of Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. As Shakti, Saraswati has been associated with each of the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva in turn. Saraswati finds a place as an important goddess in Buddhism as well as in Jainism, with varying iconographic and details. In later Buddhism, however, she is generally associated with Manjushri, the god of learning. In the Buddhist text, she is variously described as Maa Saraswati, Arya Vajra Saraswati, Vajra Veena Saraswati, Vajra Sharada, etc. She presents a variety of names and iconographical differences in Jainism as well.